People always talk about how jiu-jitsu is like chess, and that's the most apparent when we start getting into the opening game of grips. Grips are like the pawn game. In a chess game, if you don't have a good pawn opening, the rest of the board is going to be a disaster for you. You have to try and control the center, come out, and then you can come out with the other major pieces. It's the same thing with grip fighting. My grips set up my takedowns. They shut down his takedowns. If I want to go to guard jumping, they control the guard jumps, all that kind of stuff. So attacking grips, which we did in the other video, is equally as important as what we're going to do now, which is defending grips. So there's different parts that he's going to be trying to attack. There's the prime real estate, which is the collar, the lapel, and then there's the wrist. So let's take a look at some options. If he's going to grab my wrist and grab my gi, the easiest way to break is to simply grab the wrist and pull out. At the same time, when we're grip fighting from here, we're both actually trying to control the wrist sometimes before we even get the gi. So when he's holding my wrist on this side, the grip break is going to be very similar. Hold. I'm going to control the wrist and pull through. When I pull through, look at this hand for a sec. I'm going to be doing a little thing in detail. I'm going to be turning my wrist to the thin part is going to be coming towards the thumb and the forefinger. Here, here. When he grabs the gi, it's the same idea. I'm grabbing and pulling through the fingers. On this side, here, wrist, here. So I'm always turning to what we call the open ring. Okay, so that's how we're breaking wrist grips. Obviously, as soon as I'm breaking, I'm now grabbing and working my way up to prime real estate, which is collar lapel. If, on the other hand, he's grabbing me on the lapel, and I don't like it, which is very common, right? I don't like a guy actually holding my lapels ever. If a guy's grabbing my lapel, there's a few strategies to keep in mind. What to do when I can't break it and how to break it. First option for breaking, I'm going to grab and try and make a pistol grip underneath. Pull down, collect it in my hand, other hand's going to go on top, and I'm going to step back on that side while I'm pulling down. See it on this side for a sec? Pistol grip, close to the wrist, so I'm controlling. Other hand's going to control. Some people hold the hand, some people hold the wrist. Both of them are good. You can try both and see what's working better for you. But the idea is I'm going to pull down on my hands, step back and pull my shoulder on the same side, back and away. Now I'm controlling him. I can get 2 on 1, or basically just start working ahead towards my throws and whatnot. So this is one option for breaking the lapel. Another option for breaking the lapel on this side, instead of grabbing the wrist, is to go right away for his lapel and counter. Why would I do this? In other words, he's holding me, I'm not holding anything. This is bad. He has a hand on me, I'm at a disadvantage. Even if I hold his sleeve now, he's still in a better position. So as soon as he's grabbing my lapel, I'm going to go for what we call the inside line. It's very important when we're grip fighting, specifically with lapels, to be cautious of, or conscious of the inside line. If I go over top, he has the inside line advantage for him. I'm going to want to come inside. Right now I've got no hands on him. I need something. Before I go for the inside line, I'm going to reach straight across, grab gi, and feed it to the inside hand. So I'm going to, the front of his gi is always hanging out a little bit more than the top of his gi. So I'm going to use this to start to climb to prime real estate. Now we're making an X with our hands, but I have the inside line, which is an advantage. As soon as we're here, I'm going to grab under where he's holding and rip out the gi while I pressure his elbow with the outside hand. So we're here. He can keep holding, but I have pressure that's really uncomfortable for him. So the idea is I'm ripping while stepping back. Sometimes when this is happening, and you should go back and watch the first DVD we did about introduction to grips, but what's happening is we're also going to be, while we're pulling, aware of his body. So when I pull here, I'm playing with his balance at the same time. I might not get the foot sweep necessarily, but I'm at least throwing off his grip, which is great. So we have 2 options. 1, breaking down. 2, coming inside, either directly or stabilizing the posture, and then feeding, getting to prime real estate and ripping from here.